Alright, we're back. I had my pizza. It was good, but it was a bit cold, so I'm conflicted. Alright, what do we have to do? I guess I should have looked at the tasks, actually. Well, I mean, I guess first of all I'll see how long... no. I mean, I have to worry about transporting the passengers from Augusta to Montgomery most of all. Stuff like that is always pretty annoying, because there's no easy way to increase the amount of passengers that want to go from one city to another, except for growing that city. So I guess we'll have to grow that city now. Alright, so I'm going to connect this wood here, I guess, to make sure that these cities nearby grow. Is that the best place? I think a little closer. Here we go. So, yeah, I'm gonna make sure that each one of these pieces here is at least a segment long. This here's nice and long, and this here should be about two. This needs to be 3 segments so I can do this. I guess you'll see. So this is a triple fork, which I haven't made it. Oh, I actually don't have money. I just realized. All right, let's wait for that. I think 120 should do. No, this is probably enough. Yeah, it only looks like it'll take 40, 50 maybe. Alright, so I'm gonna connect it like this. It's ideal if this bump here is on the side that isn't by the building, because if I upgrade this, it'll be here and here. So, I mean, just so you know. It's not a big deal though, you can always change it. It's just annoying to change when there's trains on it. Then I want to go here. It's easier to do the outer one first when you're doing these. Unfortunately, there isn't... Oh wait, that one sucks. I need to... That one there was too flat. Needs to be... There, that's it. I want to make sure that this part is as short as possible. I don't even know what I'm gonna name these. I guess I better come up with something. Now you see, for some reason this one's not knowing where it's supposed to go. I mean, I guess the reason's pretty clear. I have these red signs here, and I have one red sign here. So if I make this one red, then it'll... No? Oh, I guess I have to make that one red too. Interesting. Right, whatever. Whenever it doesn't give you the direction, you just have to make one... Well, you just have to press shift on one of these and it becomes red. And then it'll have that direction. Is that long enough? Is this long enough to hold a whole train? I think so, but I'm not sure. Oh, and then of course, sometimes it just tells you can't destroy that because there's a train there. Is that train even still there? Yup, even though it's invisible. Great. So what you do then is you just make... I know, it's stupid. You make like a track, and now it's removed this. It's removed this. Ah, shit. Didn't mean to unpause. Right. So there, I removed that one by force, which is annoying because there's no easy way of doing it. I wish there was a feature to destroy it after the train has passed. Oh well, you've seen that the train was messed up because I removed the thing, the signal. It was it was sideways even. It's pretty crazy. There. So now, this is a pretty good crossing here to allow both of these cities to get this wood. Now let's fast forward until I have the money for the trains. And by fast forward I mean just the game. I don't have to edit the video or anything to make it faster, because it's just the game itself that I can pause now, because I chose the manual pausing option, which is just good. I just It's weird that they give you a penalty for using that option because it's just the best option. They should make convenience into a difficulty setting. Oh well. Because the default option actually already lets you pause as much as you want. You just have to build the trains. I mean, I guess you can't pause while you're not building tracks or buildings, but you can. It pauses automatically whenever you do build tracks or buildings, so you can be paused most of the time that you want to. Okay, there we go. Beautiful little tracks. Now, you'll see that this here is... actually, it's 100% fulfillment of demand of wood, but that's just because it's a level 1 city. It'll grow up to be very dissatisfied with this wood. I'm gonna send this wood to the other stations as well. Well, except for that one, because that one's not reachable yet. Because, well, I'd have to build a track. I don't know if I should bother with that yet. It might be easier to get wood from another direction up here. Like that one. Alright, so now most of these cities can get this wood. Wait, how much wood is there left? Oh, enough for one more train. Very good. So all of these cities that are connected here are having that wood now. Great. Is that... Unfortunately, this isn't a great solution. It'd be better if I just had warehouses with wood. It's probably fine. But later on I'll have to build warehouses with wood, because I obviously don't want to use these already busy train stations. Alright, well, time to fast forward a bit. Now let's have a look at these... That's a weird sound. Let's have a look at these competitors. Now I've almost doubled my money, and this guy's made barely any profit, like an idiot. And he's the best one of them apparently right now. Ah, God, I hate him. He's so annoying. He always like sends bandits to to rob your trains and stuff. It's a real asshole. You gotta watch out. I guess I try to buy him out as soon as I can, because if you buy all of his shares, he'll stop being a nuisance. Gonna hire these engineers. Okay, I guess I might as well put an engineer somewhere, because why not? Is that wood? Yeah, that's wood. Okay. If I put an engineer on that, it'll be convenient, even though it won't do much good. Well, actually, it'll do much good. Yeah, it will do. And security guard to increase the profit slightly. Sure, that's good. Now in this case, it's actually a good idea to put him on a freight train, because I don't have any freight engines yet. I guess I'll get this research. Right now, I only have one engine, and that's a mixed engine, which means that it's suited for freight as well as passengers. But later on, you want to distinguish between them and get freight and express trains, because passengers are lightweight, and you want to use a fast train and a strong train for freight. Okay. Alright, so we got 28 passengers that were already transported, and we've got 30 in-game years, which means that I need to increase this amount of transport if I'm going to make it by increasing the size of that city. And obviously you want to complete all the tasks, that's the whole point, so I guess I'll actually have to show you how to make a warehouse now, because it'll be convenient to put a warehouse on this city. Right, let's fast forward until we have enough. Right, let's look at this city. What do we need? We'll need sugar soon, and we'll need cloths and milk. Right. And then veggies and fruits. Milk's right there. Okay, there's grain and... Ooh, I could build an industry down here if I had money. I guess I should connect this city as well, considering that I could build an industry. Even though, not sure if it's necessary yet. I mean, for making money I would connect this city, but for accomplishing my goals, which are to cut off the AI and to grow that city here. Choices are always something. Alright, I guess I'll need money either way, so let's let the game run a bit. Chief engineer, yes please. Oh yeah, that means that all my buildings, well, just all construction sites are gonna be 3% cheaper, and he only costs $300 per month. I don't know why these are so extremely cheap and so extremely powerful. Oh, and now this useless surveyor who only makes the tunnels cheap actually helps out by increasing this guy's performance, so now they're 4% cheaper. Sweet. I mean, I guess I could promote the city. Montgomery. Normally, these available employees are usually pretty useless. I mean, you just get such annoying ones like, get a bandit. No, that's pretty useless. I don't want to hire a bandit. But a promoter, he's good. I guess that's good. I'm gonna make some money from this promotion. From this town being promoted. Okay, well, let's fast forward a bit. I need to build this warehouse so I can show you how warehouses run. Okay, so ironically it turns out that this guy here is Don Lorenzo, the most valuable competitor. I mean, yeah, net worth. And he only has one city. That's weird. So I guess what I need to do now is to conquer the cities near him. I think that's my priority real quick. So if I build this train station here, it'll be hard for him to build another one. Progress is unstoppable. Yes, the AI guys are quite annoying when they constantly talk to you. You can mute them in the options, and you should. Okay, I'm gonna have to build another train station in Montgomery as well, because this one's already at 100% and I don't wanna upgrade it yet. And as we said, upgrading is not as good as building a second one. And we want to avoid making tunnels, because they're just outrageously expensive. Look at this, it's 500,000 because it's got pointless bridges. But if I go through here, it already gets more expensive. Okay, well, it got rid of the bridges. And there, you can get it to, wow. Right, it goes down to 200,000. If you build through the mountains, it's always going to be expensive. But later on, when we want to make express trains, it'll be convenient to make tunnels under the mountains. Okay, let's make this here nice and smooth. Yep, this is just a video series about me indulging in one of my favorite games at the moment. Hope you're not going to be bored, but I guess this is what it is, so you don't have to watch it. Sorry. That sounds... I don't know, that's kind of mean to say, isn't it? But yeah. Anyways. If you got a lot of time on your hands and you want to find a cool new game like this, you should try out Railway Empire, and you can use this tutorial series to find out how it's played, I guess. Okay, so apparently my competitors have unlocked faster trains, so So now these trains are, for some reason, labeled as express trains, even though they're not. I mean, if they're fast enough, they'll be labeled as express lines, not to be confused with the locomotive, the locomotive type express, which they are not. They're mixed. Right. Anyways, yeah, you can achieve express status on mixed, no problem. It's just, it's even easier sometimes, because if you got curves and stuff and mountains, you don't want to go express because they're too weak to go on the mountains. Well, almost enough money to make that. Is that really worth my time? Well, it doesn't seem like there's another way to connect to this city, and I want to cut the AI off this city. Especially Don Lorenzo. Now this train line is not highly convenient. Not at all, because, well, it's long. It won't get a lot of personnel traffic. I mean, yeah, there won't be a lot of passengers. That's it, passenger traffic. But on the bright side, they're gonna bring meat and beer, so that's money at least. Okay, so I'm gonna set a train up already, but that's gonna cause conflict, because, I mean, it could potentially be a problem, because the train... Wait, I don't need to double it up. What am I doing? I'm thinking I want to double it up, but if I just double up pieces of it, that's probably as good as it needs to be for now. Because I just want to have the train station so that the AI can't build there. If you let the AI build everywhere, then they're gonna be real problematic. They're gonna be real powerful. So you don't want to let that happen. It's their own fault for being so slow, I mean. Except for that last station there, all of them I needed. They're just building slow and stupid. Another promoter, huh? How much did that last promoter do? Well, I guess 40 people went. I don't know if promoting is worthwhile. Well, I mean, it's probably worthwhile if I want to make this city grow, but then again, I also want to build. Yeah, first you gotta wait for money a little bit. Okay, there, now I've doubled up a part of it. Oh yeah, by the way, you might wonder why I haven't built any water towers or any repair stations yet, and the reason is you don't have to worry about them. They're the only reason why you want to build water towers and repair stations is because otherwise the screen will be spammed with notifications that your trains are running low on water, but your trains will run perfectly fine without those things, so I guess you don't have to worry about them too much. Especially early on, because you already got really slow trains. They're not going to be that much slower by not having water. And the random breakdowns, I mean, they have random breakdowns all the time, but then they also have breakdowns based upon how long it's been since they've last been repaired. And even if you never repair them, the random breakdowns are still more common than the neglectful breakdowns. So that's bizarre. It's a really bizarre feature. I guess trains in the Wild West are just unreliable. You don't even need to invest in maintenance, because they're just gonna be unreliable anyways. And somehow they run without water despite being steam locomotives. Just magic. I don't know, maybe they... Well, I suppose they take months to drive, so I guess they must be running on rainwater. Who knows? Probably not though. I don't know. Maybe they actually have to send out people to collect water. Maybe that's why it's slow. I guess in that case you'd wonder why it's not faster in a wet area rather than a desert. But whatever, I guess. Let's not worry about that. Okay, so this is an expensive connection, even though it's short, because it's got a bridge, and it's just an inconvenient shape. I could build it cheaper, but I don't want to build it too. I don't want to make it too slow. The trains. Ow, Jesus. Wait, how is it if I don't have this? Ooh, super expensive. Okay, what if it's just like this? You always want to look how expensive it gets and how cheap you can make it, but then you want to make sure it's still fast. Okay, what's the default is 200. I can easily get it down to 170. Can I make it lower? Yes. It's just less attractive, but this is as fast still as it would be, I assume. 4% is acceptable. Oh yes, I want that speedometer. Speedometer? Okay, speedometer. Well, there's a lot of good research, I guess, that you can get. And speedometer increases the power of your locomotives by 4%. Is like one of the best. The only thing that's more useful than that is the ones that make the locomotives cheaper to buy. So I want to outbid the AI really hard on that one. Let's hope they don't bid. Yay, they don't bid. Lovely. I guess they let you have the first ones, but if you don't stop them from growing, they'll be even if they don't grow too well, they'll bid just to annoy you, which sucks. Oh sweet, that means I get this new train. I would have had to buy the John Hancock, that would have sucked, but luckily, thanks to this auction, I can now skip right to the John Bull. And the first one's called Grasshopper. So you want to get a lot of this research, well, except for this one. That one's just for tunnels. And like, this one's really good too. Reduces the construction cost of train tracks. You want to skip as many of the trains as you can, but you can't skip that one if you want to get this one, I guess. If you want to get the foreign workers, you need to get this weird engine here. Alright, so we're going to buy the John Bull, and because it's early in the game, we're going to replace all our engines with the John Bull. Good thing I was saving up. Guess this bridge is going to take a while to build at this rate. So let's see. So basically we've doubled the engine power of these locomotives by upgrading to this model. And also greatly increased their top speed. Oh, I need to... Now, if you're playing as the industrialist, you're gonna need to build a lot of, well, industries, I guess. Which means that I need to save up money now to build an industry I like in Montgomery. What are my options? I think I'll go for cheese, because it's right next to the milk. Now, I'm the industrialist, so that means that that's the character I picked. That means that this is a lot cheaper, and also the fact that I had that chief engineer hired earlier, which means I guess I should definitely build this stuff. And then we see the AI shit talking you constantly because your locomotives break down, which is unavoidable. There's always random breakdowns. Is it even... What's he even talking about? I don't even see a non-random breakdown here. I didn't even see a random breakdown. Maybe I missed it. But they're annoying as hell. I could also build... Okay, let's see what... I could build a lumber mill. That would be not bad, but I think cheese. I'm thinking cheese, yeah. Cheese is kind of rare. Lumber mills are common. Sometimes if you don't pay attention and the town builds their own buildings, they'll just build, well, the common stuff. They'll build lumber mills and, and weaving factories and stuff. Sawmills, right. Just a little more money. Here we go. What's your new record? Did I break speed records? I probably did because of that speedometer and that new model that I got because of the speedometer. Now you want to build somewhere where where it's not in the way of your stations, which is going to be annoying considering I built them so close together. I think if I build here, it'll be at least in a way. Yeah, now I can make cheese here. Do I have enough milk to make cheese? Yes, I do. Which means I'll make a passive income from having built that dairy farm. Later on, I'll have to bring milk to it too to make that profit. But upgrading is expensive anyway, so you don't have to worry about that too much. So if I could just get to continuing building that bridge. Whoa! Look at Don Lorenzo here, trying to build a station here in Colombia, where already the other AI has built a station, which means I can't build here now. But also, who cares? I mean, yeah, it could be a problem. See, if I want to build here, the only way I'm going to build here is by merging with one of the AIs. Merging means that you destroy them fully. I guess that's a funny way of a funny thing to call that merging. You just liquidate all their assets. I mean, you can keep the train stations if you want, but it's better to just rebuild them because they're cheating and their trains can go through each other, I think. Even though they still build double trains, so I guess they're trying to make it look good so that they don't go through each other most of the time. But I think they still go through each other. Okay. I'd feel tempted to build this one nicely, but I guess we'll build it cheaply here by not doubling up the whole length of the track as well. Alright, so here's another regular fork. You've seen how I do those in the previous videos. But then what we have here is that... Wait, is that right up there? Let's check it out in a second. Okay, there's enough space here for a train. There's enough space for a lot of trains. I probably built too much here, but whatever. And, well, plenty of space either way, so now I can connect this city here. Gotta make sure to buy the new John Bull engine. Task complete, hooray. Wait, what? Damn it, game, what have you done? I can't believe it gave me the final task already. You know how hard this would have been to try to get 6 express lines going, but considering it just counts them as express lines so easily early on, I guess... Wow, I guess that's an easy way of getting them. But I still need to show you how to make proper express lines later for that other task. Wow. Okay, well, in that case... Oh, nothing has changed, never mind. I can tell that this is really slow, this progress of transporting people from these two cities that it requires. But the city might grow a bit more now. Okay, how's my cheese industry doing? It's doing good, because it had a lot of milk built up, but now it's gonna go down. There's actually not a town yet that needs cheese, so I'm not gonna need to connect milk. Well, I mean, it'll still help to connect milk. Okay, I'm gonna actually skip forwards until I've built some more train stations, because you've seen how that goes by now, I guess. I'm gonna build some train stations that are just a single track to make it cheaper. I mean, talking about the track in between. Oh, and also, you want to build another signal here, so that... Is that? No, that's wrong. Never mind, don't do that. Alright, so fast forwarding. Skipping to... Actually, no, I'm stupid. Well, in the next video I'm gonna have made some progress, but go to the next video, I guess.